Alright, y'all. I'm gonna try to make these videos as entertaining as possible. Might be kind of long, but why am I doing this video in particular? Well, I have been bombarded with a lot of questions on Facebook over the past couple of months. A lot of people have been friend requesting me and sending me all kinds of PMs, asking this, asking that. Basically, some of them, hey, who can I get to paint this, or who can I get to sculpt this, or which body do you think is best for this? How do you get to Rain Man's site? Stuff like that when it comes down to the custom game. But the main question I've been asked by everybody is, why is it that your name, if it's ever mentioned on the Tube, Figure Talk, uh, Facebook, why is it that certain people trash your name and talk bad about you when it seems like you're a good dude? All that shit's going to be answered. Um, I'm going to give everybody my history. Those who have just now met me, I'm going to give everybody my history who don't know about my channel, my issues with Sideshow Freaks, and the issues with me being labeled as a recaster. We're gonna talk about all of that, and hopefully, no, it's not even gonna be hopefully. After this is over with, all that shit is killed. No one, if somebody is to pop up and be like, "Yo, Odell the recaster is dead," after this, it's dead. Nobody will have anything to say after this. So let's get to it. Fuck. All right, when did I start collecting? Um, and when did I jump on Sideshow Freaks? It was roughly around 2008, 2009. I was only collecting Sideshow figures, which was Star Wars and Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street figures. Uh, I jumped on Sideshow Freaks, but I really wasn't that active on it. I really didn't get active on it until I bumped into One's Customs and saw his work, and then uh, off on YouTube, it led to watching Clipper King and Moogie do their reviews on Hot Toys. So I started to get interested in Hot Toys and in customs, but at the time it was primarily Hot Toys. So eventually in 2009 I started being more frequent on the Freaks. Um, I didn't know shit about any of these custom pieces here. I didn't know anything about it. And that's expected when you're a fucking rookie. So right away, of course, I see some of the threads, and the first thing I think I saw was the Rick Grimes sheriff outfit that Kato did, and the price was like 700. I think $700 for the whole outfit, and I just blew up. I was like, oh my god, that's more than a fucking car note for a set of clothing that you can easily bash together. Just find some shit on eBay and put all that shit together. 700 fucking dollars? Are you nuts? And of course, instead of someone honestly sitting there saying, uh, hey dude, you're probably new to the game, but this is how the custom game is. You're getting high quality work, and it's going to cost to get it. Instead, motherfuckers jumped, attacked me, said this and that. So of course, I'm not the type that just sits down and lets somebody punk me or whatever. So I'm gonna punk them back. And from there, enemies started popping up. And again, I saw another outfit, which was the Joker outfit. And I think that whole complete outfit was like $1,000. And once again, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Hot Toys did the Joker. and did this outfit. Why the hell would people need to spend $1,000 on another outfit that's already been mass produced? Again, all of these um, comments and everything are coming from a rookie who didn't know anything about the customs game. So once again, this and that was said, back and forth arguing or whatever. So I was already in the spotlight with the talks of cost and why people would pay this and pay that. So what really lit everything up was when I saw the Kato outfit for Bruce Wayne, and then I saw that head sculpt by Adam, and I was like, man, I've got to have it. Got to have it. Well, apparently it sold out a long time ago. Only 30 were made. So I was like, fuck. I really wanted to make that Bruce Wayne because I purchased the Hot Toys uh, Batman Begins figure, and I wanted that sculpt to go with that figure. Eventually, somebody was selling it on the Freaks, and I got it right away, purchased it, and I was like, yes. And as I was looking at it and then looking at painted pictures, I was saying to myself, you know what? I'm gonna want more. I'm gonna want more of Christian Bale with this sculpt. And I asked if there was any more around. Was it possible to get them straight from Adam? Nope, no answers, no luck. So I recasted like 5 heads for my personal collection. 2 of them I was giving to 2 of my godsons, who was 4 and 5 at the time. They loved Batman, and I was just going to make something for them and use that head sculpt. Well, I loaded that video up on YouTube, and it went viral, and they just crucified me. I didn't know at all, period, that was like literally a horrible thing to do. Uh, even when I wasn't even selling them, I was just sitting there using them for my personal collection and giving them 2 away to 2 kids, 2 little kids. So I sat there and let me turn my Facebook off. I got crucified, and right away it it just got ugly. Um, and then apparently someone told Dave that I was selling recasted heads on the Freaks, and then immediately he banned me. I've asked numerous of times to show me the proof of who got what with what transaction with my name and my address on it. And his answer was, that's for me and me only to know. He couldn't show me anything, period. So that was injustice right there. I mean, I was like, you said you had the proof and you seen it, show me. But I think with all the arguing and, sitting here saying this and that about this price and that price about this, and then the recasting, they just used that to the point where they were just like, you know what, banned. Yet other members that are still on Sideshow Freaks get banned for a week at a time, and then they get brought back, and then they still do the same thing. They'll still sit there and argue and say this and that, but then they'll be taken off, and then they'll be brought back. But see, me, it was pretty much banned and no longer to be thrown back up on there. So I was pretty much accused with no proof, and that was it. That's that's literally the history behind Sideshow Freaks on why I was banned. So 6 years later, where am I at with my collection, and where am I at mentally when it comes down to customs and prices and recasts? You should see in the shelf behind me. This is not to sound big-headed or anything like that, but behind me is almost over $17,000 worth of customs. Not saying that not saying that's yeah, we won't go too in depth on prices, but um, that's about 17 plus in the back. Um, some are very rare and very difficult to get. Some are one of a kind pieces that I personally had done for myself. 6 years of understanding and realizing what goes on behind the closed doors when it comes down to um, custom pieces. At the time, back then, I did have a couple of pieces of recasted heads that I did purchase. As of now, I own no recasted heads in my collection whatsoever. Everything is all original. Um, all it took was some time and basically just an understanding, talking to some people, and then actually having these pieces in hand. No one from the jump guided me through the right process of trying to understand this shit. Nobody did. I had to find that shit off myself. And that's what I'm doing today with a lot of these people now, as far as trying to understand the custom game, the prices behind it, and the respect behind the whole art. So I'm doing my own personal run of Tupac. And a lot of these guys that are involved in this don't own custom pieces. A lot of them, this is their very first custom piece. So um, I've tried to make it as affordable as possible for everyone to um, be able to throw their money down and not feel like they're broke at the end of the month because they're purchasing their very first custom figure. But I get questions asked and I answer them, and I try to help them through the process of understanding that, hey, look, if you can't afford it and you go and purchase a recast, then that's fine. But just don't post it out saying that you got an original, or you claim it to be an actual original, or just don't post it at all, because you're gonna get attacked by some people who can't stand when it comes down to recasting. So I tell them things like that, and I just do it in a calmly manner, instead of how it was for me when people, like I said, attack me left and right because I said this and that. I've gotten people that come to me and say, yo, it's fucking ridiculous that, you're spending this amount of money on this and that. And then I tell them behind it, and it's like, look, you have to look at it like this. You're kind of like doing the same thing, except, yeah, you're probably getting multiple pieces. But guess what? At the end of the day, you just spent maybe $1,000 on figures. Everyone has done it, even with Hot Toys. You could have purchased 6 Hot Toys. Guess what? You spent over $1,000. You could have purchased one figure. You just spent over $1,000. Money is money. Regardless of how much stuff you bought with it, money is money at the end of the day. You got to subtract that shit out of your bank account. So, um, yeah, that's where I'm at right now mentally. And as you see with my collection, it's even growing even more impressive by the months that go by. Um, I didn't know who Rain Man was. I didn't know who Johnny was. Um, None of these customers, I didn't know who they were. And now I'm a VIP member on Rain Man's site. And now I own pieces that Johnny is throwing out. And it's pretty much anytime he's throwing something, he welcomes me to purchase any of his figures, because he knows the background, he knows the truth, and real good dude. So that's where I'm at right now when it comes down to this collecting and customs. The famous topic that everybody wants to, this is getting on my nerve, the famous topic, recasting. Why are you labeled as a recaster and selling recasted heads? First of all, let's get it out in the opening. I've never sold a recasted head in my life. There's no proof. No one has shown anything. Someone tried to sit there and to show that this and that on eBay was affiliated with my brother-in-law. Okay, my brother-in-law, not Odell, my brother-in-law. And it wasn't even my brother-in-law, it was another member of the family, not on my side. But anyway, I'm not going to get into in depth with that because I explained that to the person that was accusing me of all of this. But let's look at the common sense. Okay, I had a career. I did it for 20 years, and in the result, I was able to retire, and now I made a good living off of it, and now I'm earning a check every month for the rest of my life. Not trying to sound big-headed, but I worked to get everything back here. You cannot earn anything like this back here selling recasted heads. I can't look at my eBay account and do cartwheels because I sold $40 worth of recasted heads for that whole entire month. So let's really look at the facts. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me or whatever, but let's all look at the facts. Can you honestly make a living off of selling recasted heads? And mind you, during the time that this was going on, it was like for a month that these heads were being shown on eBay as to being sold. 1 month. So you're telling me I earned $17,000+ in recasted heads, and I purchased all this shit behind me from $17,000 worth of recasted heads. As of what is today? Saturday, 1:30 in the fucking morning, September 12th. This issue is dead. This issue is dead. If I'm in a conversation with someone and they mention recast, it's completely in one ear and out the other. This issue is just, it's dead. Okay? Have I admitted to recasting the Christian Bale heads? Yes, those were the only ones I ever did. And I never even fucking did them. After all that shit that went down, I ended up tossing them. As you see, there is no fucking Christian Bale in my collection at all, period. Number two, I don't own any recasted heads in my collection at all. Did I purchase some from Q? Yes, I did. There were heads that I could not acquire, and I purchased them. But then at the same time, I'm looking at them, I'm just like, this shit just doesn't look right. It's not authentic. The integrity of the figure just doesn't do anything for me. They're gone. That's it. So those two are gone. The whole did I recast? That's what you get right there. No, never did fucking recast a head and sell it. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Did I ever sell a recasted head? No. Done issue. What advice can I give to people out there that are going to get involved in the custom game? Take time to learn it, and be careful with your money. Be careful how you spend it, and be vigilant. On the Freaks, you'll find great customs. You'll find people running great customs, but then you'll find issues when it comes down to your money. We already had one individual that ran off with more than $10,000-$20,000 of people's money. And yes, I'm gonna call it. I never hold shit back, but there's shady shit going on the Freaks as we speak now when it comes to clothing runs. I will say this: if the people think these runs that are done by Unsel, not saying all of them, but certain runs that certain individual constantly keeps doing, if you think the price of those outfits are the exact price that Yunsel basically stated what was going to be the cost. Don't believe that shit at all. I have asked Yunsel. I've inquired on certain outfits and certain numbers. When you're short in numbers and you have like 10, maybe 15 people, yes, you're probably going to be looking at spending maybe over $250, close to $300. But if you have 30 or more people, the outfit doesn't even cost over $200 sometimes. So when you see an outfit that is around 280, maybe 300 something plus dollars, there's a nice little tax being put on some of those outfits. Now I can respect if somebody needed to sit there and say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna make $10 every outfit. Cool. You're doing some work to get all this shit done, so go on ahead. $10. But there's people out there that are taxing another 80 to 100 to $100. So at the end of the day, some of them are making three fucking grand. 3 grand off of a clothing run. But these individuals think that this is the price that Yunsel stated. Understand her business and just look at the outfits. Look at the clothing runs and look at the prices and then ask yourself, wow, you get this and that and it costs that, but then you get this and that and it costs that. Then look at it, study it, and you'll see it. There's shit going on in Thread right now. I didn't start it, but my theory is just being proven right then and there. So you want to be vigilant about your money, and don't feel like you can trust everybody, because you can't. Everybody on there is so fucking quick to throw their money into shit. The next day, someone could say, "Hey, I'm gonna do fucking Buck Rogers. I need $500 deposits." And people are quick to throw their money. Here you go, here you go. Oh my God, I cannot wait to get this in my collection. Uh-uh. Customizers, Johnny, he's awesome dude. I trust him. Rain Man, I trust him. Um, I'm not gonna get into another customizer. He puts out great work, but I don't trust his business. It sucks, but I won't get into that. Um, but you need to, again, if you're gonna get in the custom game, uh, respect the art behind it, but learn about it, but also be vigilant and watch your money. Don't be afraid to ask that question. Hey, how come this outfit last month cost this much and you got this and that and that, and we had about this amount of people, and now this outfit is costing about $100 more? Only reason why people are throwing that extra $100 on it is because they know you'll pay for it. If you say you're in, they know you'll throw that money out on there. Guaranteed. I'm doing my first custom run, my very first custom run. And everyone that has been a part of it, there's been no profit that I've been getting at all, period. Everyone that's been a part of it helped pay for the commission. Um, Everyone is helping, pretty much paying for the commission for the outfits. And then everybody's paying for their paint jobs. And then that's it. They got their own figure. It will happen in less than 7 months. I guarantee them that. It won't be taking 6 years for them to get this figure, because I want to move on. I want to move on. I want to get this done, and I want to jump on to the next one. And then I want to get that done and jump into the next one. And the only way to do that is to be honest and proactive. Keep people updated, and just get the shit done. This 3 years, 4 years to get a figure done is absolutely ridiculous. That's when you start questioning what's going on with the money. I'm all paid up, but Jesus almighty, we're working on 3 years now. What is going on? Who's doing what? Was this planned out correctly at all to get this shit done? That's just me. So, um, again, if you're gonna get into this game, understand it and just be vigilant. And that's it. I don't want to talk about this recasting shit anymore. Anybody that fucking brings it up, Raider NY, Victor Don Cotto or whatever. Yeah, I saw the whole figure talk, dude. Kill that fucking nonsense, dude. You have nothing. Maybe about 2 to 3 years ago, you had something to talk about. You literally did. Probably you could have sat there and said, "Hey, I don't know shit. I don't have shit." You have nothing to talk about anymore. This is me signing out. Peace.